So welcome to my new series. It's promoting a charity, actually. I decided I'm going to promote a charity. It's called Help a Retard with Wiring. So today's retard of the day has a 1990 Craftsman 2, a 90 or a 91 Craftsman 2. He's really retarded, so he's not sure which one it is, but he's not retarded enough to know what decade it's from. So the retard was doing a bit of research, and what he found was that these two wires, one of them was for the lights and the other one was, okay, well, the retard should back up his statement for a second, actually. So these were all taped up along with those. This was not in the tape, but this was in the tape and those were in the tape. And so when this retard that we're speaking of pulled the tape off, he found that those weren't connected to nothing. Nowhere to the engine. Can't figure out where they may have gone on the engine once upon a time. But yeah, he's drawn some blanks. So this we got this harness here. This is connected to the tractor, not to the engine. But like I was saying, one of these wires here, I think this white one, is supposed to go to lights, which tells me that the lights won't work unless the engine is on. However, on this particular tractor that used to run that 14 horse Vanguard model 303-777, I believe, this plug right here went to the lights. And then there's a plug right there on the hood. So whichever one of these wires does run the lights, do I just not need it? Can I cut it off the rest of the way? Or do I use it instead of for lights to help charge a battery or something? And then kind of the same thing. I don't remember what the other wire does, but that's here. So we have these two wires coming out of here. And then I've got this here, and that is a ground, I'm assuming. If I had to guess, I would say maybe a kill switch. So that maybe the ground, well, not the kill switch, but the ground wire to kill the engine. So let me know if I'm right or wrong or halfway there on this one. And then another thing I noticed with these three here, plus these two, that's like 5 wires coming off the engine, minus some ground thing over there and the starter cable. And then here's the starter cable on the tractor. But excluding those, we got 1, 2, 3, and right over here, we've got 1, 2, and 3, plus the plug. No spot for an extra 2 fucking wires. So I'll go up to the other engine here in a minute, but so we got these 3. So this one right here went to this right there. And then that kind of greenish red wire, I believe, on the tractor went right here, and then the blue wire on the tractor went, I believe, right here, and then this plugs into that. They're both connected to the engine. And then obviously we had a starter cable. So my question is this wire that was connected to, because that looks like it goes to the block, but that wire that was connected to this one, does that maybe hook up to this yellow guy? And then, cause I'm just not an electrician at all, man. And I haven't done one of these engine swaps in a while, but, and then do these two maybe possibly go to these two right here? So if that's the case, let me know. And then another one that kind of confused me. So here we got the starter cable that goes to the starter. I'd probably just pull this whole thing off and use that one over there, since it's already hooked up onto the tractor. That's just a fusible link. But this is obviously ground of some kind, but I'm not sure where it goes or what it ever did go to. By the way, I pulled this engine off of, it was an early 90s Ranch King. And I'm glad I got this Craftsman now instead of that. The Ranch Kings aren't bad. They're good tractors, but I think the Craftsmans are a little bit more well built. But anyway, that's about that about sums it up for our first installment of this amazing new charity called Help a Retard with Wiring. If you would like to help said retard with wiring, you can comment on this YouTube video, or I'll probably post this in a few Facebook groups. Yeah, I would greatly appreciate it, because we're getting closer. I'd like to mow this one more time before everything kind of, you know, goes to shit. Hey, Big Dirt. Oh, both of them there. We got Big Dirt and Small Dirt. Big Dirt, he's a good boy. Small Dirt is going to make for some really good soup one day. Yeah, I'm going to put you in a soup. I am. And white chicken chili. Yeah, it's going to be good. I don't know. He's actually chilling out, man. He was really a problem bird for a while, but he's actually, his brother's teaching him how to behave, slowly but surely. So anyway, that about sums it up, man. That's what I'm working with, and I'm really not entirely sure what to do. I gotta figure out something for the exhaust, figure out something for the throttle cables. That shouldn't be too big of a bitch. The main thing is the wiring. Once I get the wiring figured out, I can knock everything else out and we'll be ready to fucking roll. But anyway, peace out. Thanks for watching.